Hey! We're into the latter part of the day on day 6, the last game of the last day of the round robin before the finals. And here in the commentary box, I'm Nat Wickham. I have Zoe Hyam. How you going, Zoe?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
Yeah, really well. Now, Zoe, you need to put that microphone nice and close to your mouth. Yeah, and just tilt it. Beautiful. Thanks, Tim. Tim's in the box next to it, the comms box. He's doing the mixing between the 6 cameras, making sure the team overlays come up and show us who scored the goal, who's in the naughty chair, and any other stats that we need. So hopefully we've got a few people live streaming and on live chat. And look at that, we've already got someone from Canada, Tavi Toronitz, with a big Go Canada. So bring it on. Great Britain people at home and Canada people at home. We love your chat. So Zoe, would you like to introduce quickly? We might get through half the team before the start of play.
Yeah, so our team from the north, we have number 2, Emma Pitchforth. Number 4, Abby O'Brien, Shelby Stevenson, number 6, Lauren Asbit, number 7, me, number 8, Alyssa's from the south actually. Danielle is also from the north, number 11, Fiona Maynard, number 12, Maddie Walker, number 13, and from the south down below we have Susie Beddoe, Alyssa Oates, number 9, and Ellie Shelley, number 3. All 3 of those are from Plymouth.
Terrific and fantastic timing. You're a natural. So start of the game, we should be seeing Great Britain in white and Canada in black. So straight away the puck has been taken to the side. Even though Canada have only got 8 players, Zoe, they're tough. They're really determined.
Yeah, they're doing very well. I must give them a thumbs up. They're doing very strong, especially
yeah.
They don't drop off. It's quite motivating, to be honest.
It is, and I think all the other categories, all the other teams, I think at the end of the comp it'll be lots of high fives and hugs for those girls, because 2 teams of 8, they've had to play with 6 in one game, no subs, then they played with 7 in another game. So it's both the under-23s and the under-19s that have only got 8 in each team. And look, it's far better to bring 2 teams of 8 than of making the call just to bring one team of 12, because as you know, world championship experience is invaluable. Zoe, have you been away for a world championships before?
I have. I went to Spain, Castellon, 2015 on the under-19s girls team.
Yeah, what did you think of Castellon?
I loved it. It's one of my favourite worlds so far. Australia's living up to it though. Hobart's good.
You can't beat the friendliness of the Spanish and just the culture there. It's fantastic, isn't it?
Yeah.
So if we had that puck put in the tray.
It's a goal for GB.
Oh, missed that. Did you? Number 10?
Number 10, Susie Beddoe.
Nice work, Susie. I hope people at home are watching you.
Yeah, she's
oops, we've still got the Australian overlay there.
She's very good at swimming, Susie Beddoe. It's one of her.
So, Zoe, you said you came from the south, is that right?
I come actually from the north. I come from Manchester. I'm the only person on my team to come from Manchester.
Okay, all right.
But I've got a few members on the other team, like the boys' team from Manchester as well.
Excellent. I work at a primary school, Zoe, and we sent off some beautiful things to Manchester, or to another primary school in Manchester after the stuff that happened there, and it was really nice to support them, and they were pretty happy that we, the other side of the world offered our support.
It's amazing, the support. I went to the flowers in the centre, and the support from all around the world was just amazing. Yeah, very emotional.
Yeah, excellent. Emotional. Okay, so we see that Canada have been pushed back. The under-23 women, they got their 2 girls there in the sin bin, 2 girls in the sub bench, wanting to get back in. We'll see how well Canada can defend. Tell us a little bit about the setup on the freeze there, Zoe. I'm sure you're not going to be giving too much away.
I mean, I can't give too much away because people can be listening. But I will just say it is effective.
Okay, all right then. Well, I'm sure
9 times out of 10.
Yeah, no, that's what you want. You've got the advantage. You want to actually come away with a forward move, and it looks like they've slid it into the.
Yeah, brilliant.
So Zoe, we've had a chop the vegetable call there, and
stick infringement. Couldn't catch the number then, but.
Pushing them back gives Canada a bit of a second chance here.
Definitely, see if the defence can live up to it.
Yeah. So what do you call the goals, Zoe? We've had.
It varies between the team, actually. We get some people calling it a bin, some people calling it a tin, and some people calling it a goal. But I do call it the goal.
Yeah, the goals.
But then when it's on the edge of the tin, I say tin. So
it's funny.
I vary.
It's interchangeable. We've had trough. We've had in the hole, in the net.
Yeah.
It works. But I was having a bit of a chat, Zoe, with some other commentators, and even though there's about 7 different versions of tray, goal, trough, bin, net, hole, whatever, the puck is pretty well the puck.
It's just a puck. There's no other name for it. And I was like, oh, nice flick in there.
Yeah.
Who was that?
I'm loving your accent, Zoe. It's terrific.
It's very out there, isn't it?
It's I suppose we say that we've in the commentary box we've had the Argentinians and speaking the Spanish and some Canadians. We've got French. We've got Afrikaans in the box.
It's a nice language, Afrikaans. It's nice to hear.
It is. And then we've got 3 different styles of English. New Zealand,
I mean, Manchester's
Australia.
a whole different kind of English itself.
yeah, and it's very distinctive. It's you definitely know where someone's from, and even in Australia, you can tell a little bit of difference between north of Australia.
Oh yeah, definitely. Is that a goal?
Yeah, look, the refs will confer. There's 3 refs waiting to make sure all 3.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, okay, and he's not going to show us with his fingers who scored. Dang.
Well, whoever it was quite a good goal.
Yeah, so the Canadian team, we've got Tavi Toronitz, Emmanuel Schoenberger, Ellen Olver, Emily Dressel, Alison Feist. We've got a Feist here, Rob Feist. Alexanne Moore, Megan Hutchinson, and Anna Weinberger, with the coach, Andrew Westbrook. Who's coaching your team, Zoe?
We have the head coach, Glenn Schofield, and then the assistant coach, Bella Sanderson. It's a very nice pair. I think it's my favourite coaching so far.
Hey, nice rap for them. And do you know what Glenn's history is with underwater hockey?
I think he's been playing for over 40 years now. He's been to a lot of worlds, and the ones that he's coached, bar one, he's got a medal every time.
Well, that's pretty good stats.
So,
that's great. And he'd be, I'm sure if you asked him, he'd probably tell you a lot about it too.
yeah. Good push up from Canada there, I see.
Yeah, great. Getting it straight back on the defence of the Great Brit girls. We're 6 minutes into the game. It's 2-0, so as the Canadians would say, it's the goose egg for them. I do like that analogy.
Yeah.
It is a bit of a goose egg, the
what
big
does that
zero.
mean then? What does a goose egg
the,
mean?
the big zero. And we want that to hatch, you see, Zoe. We want something to spring out.
Get it.
Hey, I like it. I don't know if they went as far as saying hatching, but I'm running with that one. Great Britain to be
driving it up the channel, I think.
Absolutely. They'll be feeling pretty happy.
Alyssa Oates driving it. Also known for very big swims.
Yeah, look, if you recognise that Alyssa Oates, you'd be recognising the playing styles. Yeah. Drop the names in, Zoe. So, we can...
Yeah.
So that's
push
an
back
equal,
for
was
Canada?
it?
No, it's pushed back for Canada. I think it was a stick infringement on Alyssa there.
Yeah, we've been... the girls are going to line up really tight in front of goals, and I'm going to just see if I can tell from these fantastic camera visions angles how they set up. Is this a timeout from Canada?
Yeah. Timeout,
okay.
yeah.
So time to have a breather. Good call. The coaches calling the timeouts, it's like, playing your trump card or your joker.
Definitely, you've got to pick it at the right time, haven't you, for the timeout, definitely.
Yeah, you don't want to call it too early, but it's really valuable, and quite often the team that had the timeout converts to a goal after it's been called.
It was in Canada's defence then as well, so he's probably given his back line a bit of a rest with 8 players.
Yeah,
Just let him do the breathing and then do the best.
Look, I really think Andrew from Canada there with his big beard flowing, he's taken off his red and white hat, but I reckon it'd be nice if we could knit him something in plastic so he could wear that pom-pom hat in the water, because he's a bit of a lumberjack, isn't he?
Definitely.
We were talking earlier, and we might stop with when the goal scored. But we were talking earlier about the little mascots, the blow-up toys that teams have. Tell us a bit about Eric, I've just heard something new about Eric, actually.
Eric was originally, because I was on the under-19 team in Spain, he was originally our elephant, and Emma Pitchforth named him Jeremy. But it did get changed to Eric. But it's a nice name. It's illiterate, isn't it?
Yeah.
So it's nice.
Now let's just see if we can get who scored this goal.
I couldn't quite catch that then, but strong flick into the
we'll
tin.
have to wait to see what comes through on the walkie-talkie here in the comms box. I didn't. Look, you're dropping some gold into this conversation, Zoe, because not only did you tell me that I didn't know, and we're really curious about this too. You wouldn't believe how curious we are about these blow-up toys.
It's a big mascot.
Eric's been to 2. He's had 2 campaigns.
He has. He's been to 2 World Championships. He's been a good mascot for GBR, I think.
So well done,
definitely.
Fiona.
Yeah, Fiona Maynard, well done. Actually, she's been getting goals, but they haven't been called up for Fiona, so she'll be nice to have a bit of a name put in there. She'll be very happy
name
about
up
that.
there. And it always is nice. A pat in the back. It is
Definitely.
team effort, but gee, it is nice to be the one to pop it in the tray.
It's nice, it very is.
Yeah, so good old Eric, he's been to 2 campaigns. He was called Jeremy, so he's Chris and Jeremy.
Yeah.
But we were talking about Eric, how, upstanding and usually quite plump and, trunk all ready to go. But something happened to Eric, Zoe. Talk us through it.
Well, around the hotel, there has been the rumour that the coach accidentally trapped it in the van door. So at the moment, we have the challenging operation of taping him up to make him his nice bubbly self again.
Yeah, look, we'd really like to see Eric last another 2 years at least, for these age
definitely.
championships and
as long as we can.
Yeah, make his way to Sheffield. Hey, how are you feeling about it being in Sheffield in 2 years' time?
I am feeling very pleased about Sheffield. Of course, there's no guarantee being on the team. We've got to trial all over again, keep the fitness up. But it will be nice if I do get selected on home turf.
And you'll still be eligible, obviously.
Yeah, definitely, yeah. A lot of the nationals in the UK are held at Sheffield or in Leeds. So they're often held in Yorkshire. So it's quite nice to be on familiar turf.
Yeah, look, I'm going to have to get back on a plane and travel up your way.
You can experience what we've experienced.
Oh, I know. And look, the flight, we're so isolated down here in Aussie.
Yeah.
You can be, I know when I flew back from Hungary, I think the flight from
it's a nice drive there
basically, I was in the air or in airports for 36 hours.
Yeah, wow.
It's pretty nasty. Yeah, a bit of a nod there from Tim. He knows what I'm talking about. So it's great, actually. I was looking at the stats, Zoe, and I think there were, correct me if I'm wrong, for the first age group championships, there were six teams that went to the Netherlands. Then another 6 went to Eager. And then it went up to 8 for Spain, and then 10 at these championships, which is terrific.
It's incredible. I just hope it carries on, getting more and more teams, because the competition just gets better, more tense. There's more new teams to play. Like, we've never played Argentina before. Yeah. And it was nice to go into to a fresh game and not know how they play and learn. It was nice.
Yeah, and you'd think if it's in the Northern Hemisphere, we should get a few more European teams.
Yeah, definitely.
And wouldn't it be lovely to see the Singaporeans and the Filipinos come
over?
And
the Dutch back again as well. The Dutch didn't come this year.
I can't remember. I've played at Elite for a couple of world champs. I think we're up to 6 at Elite and 2 Masters world champs.
From Abby O'Brien.
And the Dutch, they're tall, big, strong
Very
girls.
Tall, but so lovely. They're all so lovely.
Yeah, and I haven't seen them. They haven't been as much of a presence.
Nice drive there from Alyssa. Big
that was
flick
a knockdown.
into the tin. Knocked down though by Canada's defence. That's really impressive.
Give her top marks. That was a fantastic knockdown.
That was an incredible save. Penalty goal, I see there.
Yeah, okay. The refs are in closer than we are, but I thought that was pretty sweet, pretty tight, pretty syrupy.
It's hard to see on the camera there. It was blocked by the glove, I think.
Yeah. And look, if you're watching the live stream, we've got Sam Hill and Tavi Toronitz. I'm sure there are a lot of more people watching. We've had 55,000 people watching the live stream. I know, that's pretty awesome. And if we can plug the GoFundMe, Zoe, I don't know if you know about this, but I think Tim's going to bring up the overlay of how you can make a donation. $10,000 to set up the. As you can see, Zoe, you've got 7 monitors around here. You've got all the mixing machines. You've got the big screens out on the.
Indeed, it's very confusing.
Yeah, we've got 6 cameras in for each court, so a total of 12 cameras. And these cameras have never been used before for underwater hockey.
Wow.
Yeah, and so $10,000 we're trying to raise. We've got up to around 3,000 through the GoFundMe, which you can see on the screen.
Yeah,
and these cameras, all this stuff, will be packaged up and can go to Canada and then on to Sheffield.
Wow, so it's going to be keep recycled, so a lot of donations would be good in GoFundMe.com. It would be nice. It's /Hobart 2017 there if you want to make any donations.
Lovely.
It'd be great to increase
the
knowledge of the sport. It would be good to make more people registered.
Exactly. And look at the legs kicking
power
there
in
on
the
the
leg
corner of the
from
tray.
the Canada's there. That's amazing.
The demographics of the people watching YouTube as of, I think, a day ago was 60% males, and 40% females.
Yeah.
It's really nice through YouTube because we can pluck these statistics out. It's free, and we can just generate who's watching, where they're watching, how many minutes they're watching. So we're almost going into people's lounge rooms.
Yeah, it is good. It's nice to see the support that underwater hockey's getting. It's also good it's on YouTube and it's for free. Because often I get people, what's underwater hockey? And now I can say, watch me play a game on YouTube for free.
Yeah, and at any time, it doesn't just disappear after this tournament.
It's going to stay here. Yeah.
Zoe, there was a time when, not that long ago, when for these kind of championships, what you'd have to do is you'd start the championships and you'd go up to the comms box and say, can we get our games copied? And we want these 6 games, they're $20 a game. You got them on a disc. And you never knew what the quality was going to be like. So sometimes
not.
It was
the
just
quality
a total waste.
I've got messages from my mum at home saying the standard of footage is just amazing.
Yeah,
it's nice for her to see because, like, training at home, they're not really spectator pools. So it is nice for her to see me play. Yeah, I think a lot of parents at home are liking the good footage. Seeing the children play.
Raps.
Yeah.
That is just so good for, I think it's Spot X Underwater
Maddie
Vision.
Walker there, pushing it into the tin, I think.
Yeah, nice
just
call,
a little
Zoe.
knock-in help. Who was it? Is it number 30? Oh, number 12, Fiona Maynard again. Just a little nudging from Fiona Maynard.
It's all happening for
Fiona.
Fiona.
A nice push from Maddie Walker. Yeah, definitely. Good teamwork, that girls. Good teamwork.
So a minute 21 left in this half. Zoe, the World Championships for the elites will be 3 metres in 3 metres depth, and I think in Sheffield is at 2.6.
I am not sure, I won't lie to you. I think it's 2.6 or 3 metres, whatever it is. It's quite deep.
Yeah, it changes the game.
Yeah, definitely. I think the Colombians might feel quite good about it, but I think a lot of GB training will start happening in that pool to get used to the depth, definitely, yeah.
Good stuff. Because this is our local pool. I play in this pool a couple of times a week, and it's a great pool, but it's going to be hard for us to get used to the 3 metres.
Yeah.
We've got our nationals in 3 metres in January, but it's going to be, make it really tough.
I've heard about the Australian nationals, actually. Is it expanded across like a week or something like that? Because in the UK it's one day or a weekend. So me and my mum, we were watching it and we were quite amazed to hear that it's spread across a full week, of course, because Australia is such a large country, isn't it? So
well, we have under 15s, boys and girls, under 19s, boys and girls. Then we have our senior, the elites, men's and women's. Well, elites and then women's. And then we have our masters as well. And that's from all the, most of the states send representative teams. In the past, it used to be between Christmas and New Year's Eve, with the party on New Year's Eve, which was great. But
which,
it's
of course, is sunny here.
Yeah, it's beautiful. And it's just gone to now, was around Australia Day, the 26th of January, and now it's been brought back to early January. And we try and have it coincide with a weekend and maybe a public holiday. But 5 days.
Yeah.
So, and that's full on. It's pretty full on.
Is that half time? Yeah.
Okay, so let's
GBR
plug our sponsors.
5 up. Good drives there from Canada's defence, so.
Yeah, look, Zoe, while they're just taking the half time and I'm getting the sponsors list ready, do you think the girls would be happy with the style of play that they're playing?
Yeah, I think they are. I think they'll get some good words of advice from Coach Glenn. Just motivations that little further, maybe push to double figures. But yeah, definitely just keep the teamwork going.
Yeah, they want to keep that same rate of scoring up. Luckily, it used to be that goals for as well as against would count if there was an even seeding at the end. And thankfully, they've taken away the goals for and just looking at the goals against, which stops the teams really trying to annihilate another team.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, it's very important and a team talk beforehand that we try not to concede in this game. Because of course we want to keep that goals against very low, just to keep the statistics really nice and
fantastic. Like and I think Stu Parko, who's usually in the chair beside me, was saying that what we're doing with the chatter now is if a team gets any more than 14 goals up, good old Whitney Houston.
I heard
always
that.
Love you. Will come.
I was watching my GB girls play yesterday, the last game, and it came on. And I was like, oh my god.
Yeah, well, you're sitting in the box, and if you ever have to call a game like that, you don't want to call a game like that.
No,
it's like you want to respect the team that's going down. So we've decided. Well, Stu's decided that if that margin gets to 14, good old Houston.
Whitney Houston
comes on.
from the Bodyguard.
Brilliant. So we've got the Tasmanian State Government, Tourism Tasmania, Events Tasmania. Thank you so much. Always putting something good on in Hobart for us and looking after us with accommodation. City of Hobart, Doon Kennedy Aquatic Centre. What do you think of the centre, Zoe?
I'm really impressed with the centre. On Sunday, I went to Salamanca Markets. Got a few nice gifts, nice hoodie for myself. It's lovely. It's a lovely little island.
Yeah, Salamanca's in the historic kind of area of Hobart, which is still only like a 5-10 minute walk from here. Everything's so close.
You can walk everywhere. That is a good factor.
You can. It's very safe at night too, which
definitely.
is good. Wing & Co feeding all our referees, where our referees and volunteers are wearing this gorgeous sheet of purple or grey, and their shirts are provided by Vertex, which is on the bottom right hand corner.
Yeah.
And we've got our pretty cool logo of the slippery eels entwined with the sticks.
I love that logo.
Yeah.
It's one of the best logos yet. I mean, we've got to compete with that in Sheffield, but it is a very interesting logo.
Yeah,
I do like that
good
logo.
stuff. It's pretty masculine, I reckon.
Yeah.
You know.
No,
but
I don't know.
No, it's pretty dual.
Yeah, dual.
Yeah, good stuff. So we're into the second half. Nice halftime break. Gee, she's quick off the.
Very quick
the
break
swim
there from Canada. GB do get it though. Keep pushing forward.
Nice clearance.
Yeah, clearance onto the wall there. I think they're going to try and drive at the wall, keep the rotation going. I think that's Canada's game, I think.
Yeah, and we're just talking before, Zoe. Some of your girls have been out to the wildlife park, and hopefully you'll get a bit of time during the finals, the 3 days of the finals, to be able to see a little bit more of the place. Get round to look at our native species and have a bit of a cuddle of a wombat.
It would be nice to see a kangaroo. I must admit, I'm going to Australia. I really do want to see a kangaroo.
Absolutely, you do. Yeah. I mean, I'll tell you now. If you came down to my shack, which is only an hour and 10 away from here, we've got wallabies galore, wombats, echidnas, they're just all jaunt around.
Sounds so cute.
It is cute.
Yeah.
I've actually seen an echidna waddle up to a waterhole and have a little bath, which was kind of cool.
Yeah. Yeah, it is an aim to go and see some wildlife. I mean, after this trip, I'm off to Sydney for a few days as well. So hopefully I will get a bit of sightseeing done as well as just
absolutely.
a competition.
Yeah, I hope the weather's kind for you in Sydney.
I mean, we went up Mount Wellington and that was amazing.
It's a beautiful view, isn't it?
It's beautiful. So
that's we can actually see it pretty much out the window here.
Nice switch on the back there. Oh, just cut off by the Canadians. Well done, Canada.
Well, we've got, we call it, we've got a bit of a dad bod going there in the front of the screen, Zoe. It's a little bit scary sometimes the way the coaches just drift into our vision. We've got the cameras set up, so we should actually not be seeing the coaches, but they do tend to just slide in.
Yeah, they do, but a nice dad figure. When you're this far away from home, it is quite nice just to have a good dad hug.
Oh, I like
when you're missing your parents at home, so it's not a bad thing. So.
No, it's not, and it's amazing. They might be a bit clumsy
on
the surface.
It would be good if you could just move a little bit. But
but once you put that dad bod in the water, they seem to be like the old seal, clumsy on the surface but slick through the water. So well said, Zoe. I like your wrap of the promo of the dad bod
there at home, Keith. Mum's messaging me telling that he's missing me, bless him. So I'll just give him a quick shout out.
Yeah. Well, you've got the mic. You can say what you like. And what year are you at school? What are your studies like, Zoe?
I have just finished college. I don't know if it's the same. Is it the same?
Year 11, 12? Yeah.
Year 12.
Year
13, sorry. Year 13.
Okay, yeah.
Just finished year 13. So I'll be going to university when I get back. So
no gap year? No year
no
off?
gap year, no. Unless I don't get the grades, which hopefully I will. I think I will. But if I do have a gap year, it'll definitely be used for travelling. And yeah, especially after this. It's just... I want to go travelling now, and the coach, Bella Sanderson, she's been on a nice travelling journey around Australia. She's been living in Australia. She's come to join us because our coach, Georgie, at home, she couldn't come out because she's a teacher at a school, so she couldn't get the time off to come out with us. So Bella Sanders took time off a travelling trip, started a new era, and come to coach us. So
yeah, fantastic. And isn't it nice? You make so many good connections that if you do travel, you can catch up with all the the contacts that you've made at one of these tournaments. It's I know I've done the same thing with Europe and the States. You make the connections during the tournament, and then off you
definitely.
go. You've got
it's
places
nice,
to stay.
Because we are sharing a hotel with the New Zealanders, and there's a lot of familiar faces, and it's nice just in the morning to say, oh, hi, good morning, things like that.
And you always know if you go there, they'll look after you, give you a game of underwater hockey, and maybe put you up.
Yeah. I know one of the girls from the 19, she travelled beforehand, and she got to play with an Australian team as well. Was that a goal from GB?
Yeah, number 3.
Yeah. Number 3 is Ellie Shelley. Well done, Ellie Shelley from Plymouth.
Plymouth.
Yeah,
Nice.
Plymouth down south.
Okay, so 11 minutes to go in this game. It's still 6-0. It's not like you said, it's not a runaway. The girls, the Great Britain girls, are just
Canada are putting up
concentrating.
a great defence as well, I must admit. I mean, we've got to get a few more numbers down on this defence now. With GB are pushing up, but they've been doing a really good job so far at it.
And as a coach, you don't want your team to ease off in their intensity.
Definitely not.
I mean, you don't want to be scoring too many goals either against the opposition.
But then again, you don't want them to push too hard because you want to save the energy for the playoffs. And after all, it's all about the playoffs, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. And the hockey in the playoffs is so different to the hockey in the round robin. It really does change. A lot of the mental side of the preparation comes into play,
it's all about the nerves. How you're dealing with it. It's definitely down to a lot of like nerve and mental.
Yeah, and if things aren't going your way, it's that ability to, put the negative thoughts in the black box.
Yeah, just have the mentality just to carry on and push through it. And it's definitely a mentality testing as well. At GB, we have a pyramid to follow.
Talk me through the pyramid while you're reading a bit of chat
Georgia
there,
Lamble. Thank you, Georgie. Hi to the Hindu as well, back at home. I'm glad to see all the plaits in your hair as support. Thank you.
Nice.
Yeah,
talk me through this pyramid.
It is a pyramid at the top, so the top of it is mentality. That everything we do will build up to the right mentality. But we've also got to have the right amount of fitness. And it's a load of key things, but I can't give you them all.
No, I'm liking it though. I'm really into that mind control and the power of positive thinking.
The Georgina Lambula has just posted. She's very into how the mind works, restructuring your brain to be really focused, and of course being a teacher. I'm all over that. I'm actually a primary school teacher here in Tassie, and I've just introduced a mindfulness program for my 11 and 12-year-olds, and and I've made the analogy between the comparison of how important it is in sport, and the kids love it. They can see they're controlling your thoughts and not letting your thoughts control you. It's definitely a whole new world of thinking. Playing a sport definitely helps you have a strong mind. Just builds you up, doesn't it, for the bigger, wider world. It is nice to have a sport as well, like hockey. It's very teamwork, but also in the pool, you're in your own thoughts. And you, as a back, me personally, I have to read the game and know what's going on. So it's nice just to have the distraction.
Yeah, absolutely. And there's not that coach yelling at you either.
Once
you're under the water, you can't hear it. That's right. And like you said, the team sports side of it, what a beautiful drive. And she
support
will
there
centre
from
it.
GB, well done.
Yeah, and the Canadian girl, a top effort, stellar effort.
There? Was it Fiona? It might have been Fiona. Yeah, Fiona again. Well done, Fee.
Hey, Fiona, you're firing in this game.
Very happy to get all this recognition for the goals.
Yeah, I was talking to one of the pool deck guys who's an ex-swimmer, and this is his part-time job at the moment. And he said to me, Nat, he goes, "These underwater hockey guys are also friendly, polite. You all pump each other up." He said, "With swimming, there's none of this kind of stuff happening. Even the people in your own team squad, you're competing against them. So it's a lot of blinkers on, heads down."
Is that an early break there?
Yeah, we've got a number 3.
Oh, is that?
What? Turn your cap around. Breaking, number 3.
Breaking early from GB there, number 3, Ellie Shelley. Tut, Ellie.
Yeah, you don't want to give those away. It's like breaking on a free or an illegal sub.
Just rely on the forwards now just to break through their front line, and then, got the second wave through and push through again. Yeah,
7 minutes to go, and I can't imagine the coaches really need to call any timeouts, so we should have a smooth 7 minute sailing. I think Great Britain would like to get to double figures.
Definitely.
That will be in their minds, and with these nice tight curls and recycling, they're definitely attacking the middle of the pool.
Taking it through the middle, aren't they?
Yeah.
I'm seeing. Just keep turning, laying it back. It's nice. It's nice to see the double teaming going on. Good teamwork.
Yeah, it is good teamwork. In the tighter games, though,
was that from Lauren?
Beautiful little swerve. She's I can't see her cap number.
Lauren Asbit. I think that's maybe the first goal of the tournament, number 7.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So
stuff.
well done, Lauren.
In this kind of game, you can afford to just work the corridor, but in a tighter game, when you've got an opposition playing a similar style of play, the corridor won't work. You just end up, it gets too messy, it gets too dirty.
I mean, GB, we tend to be quite adaptable. So I think at the beginning of the game, it was a bit different to now, and we've realised that kind of to take it down the wall, so we're going to take it down the middle, and we tend to adapt and learn throughout the game and.
Yeah, and that's what you want. You need to have a couple of different set plays.
Nice turn there from Becky.
Yeah, if one play's not working, you definitely need to employ another strategy to keep possession, because if you're giving it away to the opposition too easily, no fun for anyone.
Yeah, definitely. Nice save there from Canada.
Yeah, in the other court we've got France versus Colombia in the under-23 women, and France
game.
are 3-1 up on Colombia. Colombia
wow.
Excuse me, they've Colombia wear Naji fins, Zoe.
There's a few players in our team who play Naji fins.
Yeah, they're one of our sponsors, so we'll plug them away because they're almost unbreakable fin, aren't they?
I mean, there's a very big deal about travelling here, wrapping up your fins, keeping them safe. But the people who are wearing the jade fins. They're all fine. Can't break them.
They travel well.
Jealous.
And they suit that faster, flutter style of kick, don't
definitely,
they?
Yeah,
very
less
manoeuvrable.
tiring on the legs as well, I think. I know my brother at home, he got a new pair and he loves it now. And he's one of the it's a nice general fin for forward and back line.
Yeah, you're right. Now, just looking at the seedings as of this morning with that France and Colombia game, Colombia are 3rd and France are right down there in 7th. And here they are, 3-1 against Colombia. So France will be pretty happy.
Well, it's all about stepping up the game, isn't it, to who you play. I know that Australia the other day, they stepped up the game, and we didn't quite step up to it. We had a bit of a bad game, and they ended up beating us, which of course is very annoying, but it happens, and I think France have just stepped up the game.
Yeah, there's some real country rivals at this tournament.
Yeah. I mean, everybody's friendly, but there's definitely rivals.
Oh, there's New Zealand and Australia, separated by the nice big stretch of water, and there's
the UK.
France and the UK. It seems to be a common thread that if there's a big body of water between you, you end up hating each other.
Yeah. I mean, there's a bit of in the national Scotland against the middle area, like Manchester against Scotland, Yorkshire against Manchester, Battle of the Roses. That's quite a good rivalry. Yeah,
nice.
Definitely.
And it's the same, I think, with Canada and the United States. So you tend to. It's funny, isn't it? You don't tend to like your neighbours. If you look at the history of the hockey.
Yeah, it's a very good history of hockey, I think. I know that one of the girls on the under-19s team, she's a descendant of the people who set up their hockey club. I think it's Rosie and Pearl Winter. They're the descendants of the people who set up their club. So it's nice to see them on the GB team.
Isn't it nice to trace those kind of
it is.
The lineage of the play. Now, Zoe, you're a bit of you'd be good at a quiz night, I hear. So I've got a quiz night coming up. I have to take you along. So you're a bit of a random fact collector.
I am, yeah.
Come on, I'm going to put you on the spot. Right. Give me a random fact. Something about jellyfish or.
I mean, I found a new fact out the other day, which I found quite amazing. Mushrooms. They're quite closely related to humans more than any other species of plant.
I think you might be right there.
And that's a very peculiar fact to know.
Something in the DNA perhaps.
Yeah, and I know do you know the GB bobble hats? The background behind bobble hats is the navy. So of course relates to water, and because the levels of the boat were so small, they used to stand up and hit the heads, so they put the bobble on top of the hat.
Yeah,
that's
the
kind
of fact. I'm into those.
I mean, that's a fact my dad told me on a walk home, so I'll always remember that fact.
Oh yeah, and I think that anyone that's watching too would know that. So then now you know the bubble hat was to stop that crashing of the head.
Learn something new every day.
Yeah, look, I think I was watching the tennis section. I think it might have been Roger Federer that jumped up underneath to do a bit of a warm up before the game, and he was caught on camera. Did you see that? And he jumped up and hit his head on the. He needed a bubble hat. Yeah, good work.
Definitely did.
Did you see the fog coming down the Derwent the other morning?
Yesterday morning.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the hotel, Ridges Hotel, where I'm at, when I look out my door, I can see the whole view. I can see the water at the bottom. And I looked out the door and I could not see the car park in front. It was just pitch white.
That's like a big sea cucumber of fog that comes down from Bridgewater. And it's called a Bridgewater Jerry. And the word Jerry.
Jeremy.
Yeah. Oh, the segue. But the word Jerry comes from convict times because because the convicts
Oh,
would
of
say a
course,
Jerry
yeah.
from England was
Well,
another
you
name
know,
for frogs. So
we give you all the best players.
excellent. Yeah, well, that's
We keep
right.
the
Our
best ones
history,
here.
our link is definitely there with Britain, and we're
Yeah.
proud of it. So we've got number 10 in the naughty chair. So
Susie
Um,
Beddoe there.
yeah, having a bit of a break. So
Bit of a
Zoe,
break.
come on, get the lowdown. Will she get a fine?
She will. I'm Fine Master.
Oh, I love being fine master. You got your little book and little pen.
I do have a book. I have a Minion book actually.
There you go, the minions.
I know that Ellie Shelley. She's got a lot of fines. She's quite a forgetful person.
Oh yeah, so forgetting the water bottle,
yeah,
forgetting
water
the
bottle, definitely key. Yeah.
So what's the punishment? Because you have to be, we don't want to go the beverage. I don't think for the punishment of the
No,
fines.
well, they're often quite fun. They're not fun. It kind of takes the fun out of it, doesn't it? So it'll often be doing something silly, saying something silly, being sent out. I know that vice captain Alyssa Oates and captain Danielle, if they get sent out, they get double fines.
Hey, yeah, so they should.
So,
So they should.
definitely.
They put their hand up
Set
for
an example,
leadership.
aren't they?
So I know the Canadian boys, the under-19s, they've got on their fines night. They've got to eat Vegemite, spoons of Vegemite for their fines.
Oh,
So yeah,
that would be a horrible one for us. But I think at the after party we're just gonna do shots.
we know. Yeah,
sorry,
okay,
Mum.
right. No, that's fine. We'll just let that one slip. And I was talking to Romy Keppel, who's played in the age championships before for Australia, and at the last championships that she went to, their fine was random acts of silliness, and I think one of her things was at the big party was to go through people's legs.
Oh, that's a peculiar one, isn't it?
It's a good one though, isn't
it's
it?
a good one.
Good way, nice way to meet people.
Yeah.
You know, what are you
Definitely.
doing?
Oh yeah, just go between your legs.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Excuse me, do you mind just standing astride? I need to go through your legs.
Good try from
terrific.
Canada there
So
at the wall.
hopefully you'll be
3
able to use
down.
that one.
Yeah, maybe. Might do. I mean, we've got a few games lined up, for the night. A few fun games to do. It's the last night that the team will be together for quite a while because a lot of them are off travelling. So, yeah, I think at the end of summer is the time when we're all back in the UK.
Yeah. It's funny at the after party, you've seen everyone in their uniforms and bathers for this whole week. And you get to the after party and everyone's in their kind of underwater themed costumes.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, I know that face. Which country are you from? It's always really tricky.
It's very hard, but...
And you've got a theme. You're obviously dressing
we do have
up.
a theme, but I can't tell you that theme yet. It's a surprise, I'm afraid.
Give me one word, because I know.
Well, under the sea.
No, I want more than that. We've got plaid or plaid, which is Czech for the Canadians. So they're going to rock a bit of Czech. Can we do?
I'll throw in a bit of red in there.
Red?
Yeah, we'll give you the clue of red.
Ah, nice.
Yeah.
I like it. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'm thinking it's going to be cold that night, and I might pop in for the after party. And I thought just a nice big black puffy jacket and just bare legs.
That would be brilliant.
It would be good. Just walk around like a jellyfish.
Yeah.
So how long have we got left here, Zoe?
We have 20 seconds left, so I think Canada are just going to hold it in the corner. Nice, safe thing to do.
9. We haven't cracked the double figures, so.
Oh, it could be an extra push from GB there. They may want to crack the couple of figures. Nice drive there
I think
from
so.
Danielle.
That's a mental thing.
Very eager.
If
Is that another goal?
it's going to go.
Go on, GB. Go on.
3, 2, and 1.
Oh, just ran out of time there, girls. Good push, though. Very good push.
Now, Zoe, I'm going to ask you to go out in the pool deck and fleece a few players to ask a few questions. I'll help you get set up. So if you're watching the live stream, stay tuned. Thanks, Paul, Georgina, Sam, and Tavi for your comments on live stream. Stay watching. Zoe's going to ask a few probing questions of these girls out on the pool deck. Let's go, Zoe.
Yeah,
and thanks so much for joining me.
Thank you very much for watching. Okay. Hi, I'm Zoe. Who are you?
I'm Megan.
Megan. Okay, so how was that game for you? Was it quite a tough game for Canada? Or?
It was a really tough game. It was like played a whole lot on the channels, and everybody was playing super tough and super aggressively.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, it's very impressive. I know you've only got 8 players in Canada. It's such an impressive defence. What line do you play on, forward or back?
I play forward.
Oh, forward. So nice drives from you there. I saw down the wall, everything like that. So, but are you proud of your team?
Oh yeah, very proud. I mean, considering there's only 8 of us, but we all come here super strong, super motivated, super spirited, and we just love to play, even though we get tired. It's all good though.
Definitely a Canadian spirit there, being strong-spirited and stuff like that. I know you've got a few supporters in the stands sometimes. Is that your parents coming out?
No, those aren't my parents. They're another girl's parents. There's Emmanuel's parents that come out and cheer all of us on.
Have you got any shout-outs you want to do at home?
Yeah, I just want to say thanks to anybody who's watching, and thanks for all your cheers and spirit.
All right, well, thanks for playing. It was an excellent game. It's great to watch.
Thank you so much.
All right. Hi. So, who are you?
I'm Alyssa.
Hi, Alyssa. Did you enjoy that game?
Yeah, it was a really good game.
Just looking at the camera up there.
Yeah, no, it was a really good game. They were really strong down the wall, so it was a good fight.
Yeah, good fight. I saw you take it into the middle there, Alyssa. A few drives, a few swings.
Yeah, that was our plan. Just take it off the walls, spread the team out a little bit, and just have some fun.
Yeah. So you got any? Oh, okay, 2 minutes. So are you looking forward to the after party?
After party is always good, but games first.
Yeah, definitely games first. So the playoffs tomorrow, we've got looking forward onto them, aren't we?
Yeah, it's going to be, we're going out for food tonight, so lots of pasta, lots of pizza, going to fuel up, ready for the big games.
Yeah, definitely. Have you got any shout-outs you want to do at home?
Yeah, I'd like to be a big shout out to our coach back at home, Georgie Lamble, also my little sister Leah, and of course Adam.
And a little shout out there to my Nana Walton who's watching as well.
Love you all.
Yeah, love you all. Thank you very much.